All right, so now let's talk about the final piece of the puzzle where we set up the entire thing for you, right? So there are a couple of workbooks. As you can see, we need the custom avatar workbook so that we can create the best headlines for you. We need your understanding the market workbook. We need the 4060 lead magnet workbook, the hypnotic pre-selling video, because, even though I've been doing it for a long time, there's no way I can know everything about every single market. It's just impossible. And I don't want to give you a half-as lame funnel that doesn't convert. I want to give you the best that I can, and therefore we have these worksheets, right? So every section has their own worksheet, like the customer avatar worksheet is here, then you have the know your market worksheet here, then you have the 4060 lead magnet workbook here. And if you don't want to go back and find these lead magnets, it's also under the resources section, custom avatar, understanding the product, 4060, hypnotic pre-selling, all the workbooks are here, right? So all you really have to do is click on these links. It opens up the Google Sheets. You copy it into your drive by making a copy, and once you have this filled out, you export it as a PDF, right? So I'm just going to export one as a PDF just for example, right? And it says custom avatar. Make sure yours is filled. I'm just showing you an example, right? So understanding the workbooks, make a copy, edit it, download it as a PDF because we're going to need it for the form that we have on the next page, right? So once you have all these things downloaded and ready, you can click on this button. But if you want us to just give you the bare bones setup and you want to do these things later, the bare bones setup basically means we give you the opt-in page template. So this is the opt-in page. This is the hypnotic pre-selling page. And then we integrate it with whatever link that you want to be here on this hypnotic pre-selling page that takes them to your money page, right? We can give you a bare bones setup, right? But I would still recommend getting these things done so that we can once and for all finish this for you, right? So this is how the form looks. Build my funnel. We've partnered with a company. I am part of that company as well. We're partnered up with a company. We pay them a certain amount of money for every install that they do. So a part of your investment goes into us getting the funnels done for you, right? So make sure that you do this right the first time around so that there's no back and forth. And we just get it done as seamlessly as possible. So this is how the form looks. So I'm just going to fill it out for you. Prashant Sharma, I'm going to put in the email address. Make sure that the email address that you use here is the email address that you used while buying the 22 Matrix launch course, right? Make sure it matches because this is also going to be, once we have the information from the strategic consultant's website, we're going to send it over to you, right? Include your phone number. So I'm just going to put in, all right, so I'm just going to put in my number. Then whatever domain you bought on Namecheap, so namecheapdomain.com, then you have to create the username and password for us so that we can get into the WordPress installation and install OptimizePress and all the other plugins that are required, right? So we're going to install it, but we need this to be correct, right? And the way you do it is already explained in the previous video. If you're not sure, go back to the previous video, create the names, the username and the password, and you have to confirm that these logins work. The way you do it is, even if you copy paste this, I still want you to check it. The way to check it is you open an incognito tab on, if you're using Chrome, press Control Shift and N on Windows, or Command Shift and N on Mac, and it's going to go open a new incognito window. Go to yourdomain.com/wp-admin. So in this case, if your domain is ncdomain.com, I'm going to go to www.ncdomain.com/wp-admin. Use the username here and the password you mentioned here. See if you can get into the WordPress logins. If you can, click on I confirm, and then you will be able to proceed. So I'm just going to do sample. And don't worry, once we set this up, you can just delete the accounts. We won't share it with anybody at all, right? Then you upload your custom avatar worksheet. You click on select files, and wherever you have the files, just upload it, right? And it is going to upload. You do the same with 4060 lead magnet. You do the same with hypnotic pre-selling workbook. You do the same with the other workbooks that you have. Then this is the link to your PDF Like if you're using a Google Doc, you can give us the link here. We're going to integrate it with this. So all the Google Doc links look like this, right? So if you go here, creating and placing pixels. Okay, not this one. Let's see. What is the 4060 magnet? So if the link looks like this, I would just copy this, paste it in here. If you're uploading it to any place, so basically what we want to do is we want to be able to see the lead magnet. So again, we can build a funnel that converts, that gets you the money, right? Then you have a link to your hypnotic pre-selling video. If you haven't done it already, you can come back to it later. I'm going to show you how to do that. But if you are at this point, I would recommend and prefer if you have the videos done and uploaded onto Vimeo or Wistia, right? Once you have that, give me the link so that I can integrate it in your Freedom funnel. So if you remember, this is how the funnel looks, right? So this is the opt-in page, then there's the pre-selling page, hypnotic pre-selling, and then there's the money page, right? So the other worksheets always work for, like the custom avatar or understanding the market, work for us to create the headlines. The hypnotic pre-selling page, this is the video. This is where this video will go, the hypnotic pre-selling video, right? So if you give us all the details, we're going to be able to get the things done for you, right, in the shortest amount of time possible. Now, what is the delayed button timing? Okay, so if you remember the funnel that you also got access to, this is how it looked. So there was this page, right, and it had a video. It had a headline. And sometimes we don't use a headline, we split test stuff, right? So then there was a video, right, which you played, right? But there was no button below, right? But the button appeared after a certain point in the video, right? So let's say this is the call to action, right? So this is the call to action button. This appears when you actually make the first call of action, right? So whenever you say click the link below to access the secrets that leads them to the money page, just mention the first instance of the CTA. At what time into the video do you say that, right? Whenever you make the first CTA, if it's 6 minutes and 7 seconds, what we're gonna do is we are gonna delay this button load by 6 minutes and 7 seconds, right? So this button will not appear when the video is loaded, right? This button will only appear once 6 minutes and 7 seconds are over. The reason why we want to do it is, remember, when somebody comes to your page, they have their guards up, right? So this is a person, this is the wall that they have to cross in order to give you the money. And this has a lot of bricks, right? So let's just say this is the brick. Every time you make a point, you are knocking down the bricks, right? Every time you make a point, you're knocking down the bricks so that it makes it easy for the person who's standing here to go to this part, right? So the hypnotic pre-selling page, what it does, it just either gets rid of the entire wall, or it just makes it super easy for anybody to step on over this wall and go to your money page, right? That's what the hypnotic pre-selling page is. So when you deliver the content with the button already in place, right? When the button is already there, their guards are up and they're assuming that they're not even going to be receptive to the content that you have, right? And if they're not receptive, if they're not paying attention because they are expecting a pitch at the end, they're not going to give you money because they've already rejected the idea, right? But on the other hand, if you don't show this button and it already loads, once you make the first call of action, and if you use the pre-sell formula, the hypnotic pre-selling formula, you already have the rapport, you already have the trust, right? It is going to be much easier for this person to step over the wall and go to the money page. So the first call to action, remember, the first time you say, click the link below, and when whatever time it is, just put it in here in this format, 6 minutes and 7 seconds or whatever. Then you give us the link to the page that you want us to send them to, right? So again, opt-in page, hypnotic pre-selling page, hypnotic pre-selling page, then the money page, right? This link right here is the link to your money page, right? We will integrate this button, the button that loads up at this time with this page, right, the money page, so that the customer can go from being just a person who came to your opt-in page to the pre-sale page, and after about 6 minutes and 7 seconds, they are given a link that takes them to the money page, right? So this is the link to the money page, right? It could be an affiliate link, or it could be your own sales page if you're promoting your own product, or any place where you want people to send people to go so that they can spend money with you, because at the end of the day, this is affiliate marketing and you want to make money, right? So I'm just going to fill this in real quick. I'm just going to upload the same document again right now. But make sure that you set, when you upload stuff, you upload the right things, okay? You can always get the names from here. Whatever you have, just put it in here. If you uploaded the wrong file, click on delete and upload it again, right? Link to the lead magnet, so I'm just gonna put in this one, copy, paste it in here. Hypnotic pre-selling, so it's gonna look something like vimeo.com/watch is equal to whatever, right? Then I say that I made a call to action at 7 minutes and 18 seconds. This is when the button will display, right? And I want them to go to www.moneypage.com, click on next. Then you come up with a couple of headlines. You've already done the custom avatar worksheet, understanding the understanding the market worksheet, and you can use this document as an inspiration to create headlines. 7 top 10, 3 big dash 7 secrets of the amazing dash secret of the well-known personalities. So the amazing weight loss secrets of Chris Hemsworth, and then come up with just 4 or 5 headlines, right? We can do this for you, but see, I can hand you a fish sandwich, but what would be better? Me handing you a fish sandwich or showing you how to fish, right? That's the goal here. That's the goal with this course. I want to teach you fundamentals that are going to stay consistent no matter how many changes come online, right? It's fundamentals, the foundational pieces. Unless you dig deep into the ground, right, you cannot set up a tower, right? So this is, I am the Picasso. Really, I am Picasso. So this is a tower. This is the excavation that you have to do, right? You cannot build a tower unless you excavate and build a solid foundation. So write a few headlines here. Doesn't have to be perfect, just get it done, right? 3 or 4 bullet points about the lead magnet. Tell people how they will benefit from it, right? Make sure you tell them about the benefits. It is in the 4060 workbook, right? Just write a couple of bullet points. You have the sample pages, the sample funnels. You've already seen any of the opt-in pages that the gurus use. This is how the pages look, right? And you've probably seen this format going because it just works so damn well. They have a headline here, then they have 4 bullet points here, then there's a call to action button, right? They probably have an image here, and then there's the disclaimer, right? So this page is, this is the image, this is the bullet points, right? This is the headline. This is the button or CTA, call to action button, and then this is the disclaimer, right? Don't have to worry about any of this. Just figure out the headlines and the lead magnets, like the bullet points. So I'm gonna say amazing secrets of Chris Hemsworth, how I lost 13 pounds in 7 days using a simple yogic posture without even making a single change to my diet, right? If I had to write this headline, I would probably try to do it a lot shorter, but you get the idea. This is just a brain dump, right? How I lost 13 pounds. Matt, the secret, the Hollywood secret to losing weight before any photo shoot or whatever, right? The secret MMA fighters use to look shredded and lose up to 10 pounds of weight in 48 hours or less, right? And right now, the claims that I'm making, they're very, very exaggerated because I'm just trying to give you an example. Whatever product that you're promoting, the headlines should come from this because remember, congruency is the key. If you are hyping this claim up, but if it's not congruent with the actual money page or the sales page or the VSL that people see, it's not going to convert. So the conversions are going to suffer. So make sure congruence is the main thing, right? Congruence. I'm starting it up so you don't miss it. So give it a few headlines, give me a few bullet points, and then let's say bullet 1. Okay, I'm just going to copy this. Bullet 2, bullet 3, bullet 4, and then I'm just going to click on please build my funnel. And that really is it. Once you submit the form, it's going to say something like, thank you, your submission has been accepted. And then we're going to be proceeding with setting up the funnel. So fill that sheet out. You can find the sheet right here, build my funnel. And yeah, looking forward to working with you and getting this thing done. Remember, keep the main thing, all right?